Not too shabby, not too shabby. It's doing a job down south for Grenade. Yeah, Big Al, my favourite friend. And he's considering having a river rover on the Thames, although I may have to paint the bus with yellow, orange. But what fun chugging down the Thames in rigger rover and being paid for it in the river rover. Things are progressing. We've got lots of vehicles coming along.
I have a job for you.
Hang on, Curly Bonts. Now then, Curly Bonts, what are you doing?
Taping up.
Oh, I see. You're taping up that bit, then you're going to spray that area white. I would personally just get a big brush and paint the fucker. Then you wouldn't have to, you know what I mean? You're pretty good with the paintbrush. I've seen you painting trees. I don't mean real trees, I mean painting trees on a gym. How's Mike doing?
Getting there.
Now, it's important that you, being older, finish quicker than Curly Bonds, because us old silvers have got a lot to prove, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah.
We definitely have.
Youth is wasted on the young. It is, isn't it, eh? With age comes experience, speed, and everything. Sexual prowess. Looking very, very tidy, eh? Who needs a heater when you've got lots of sweaty, bleeding people all over you? What's that? Oh, yeah, we've got to sew that up. That is a job for me. I'm the seamstress. Yeah. And this one here is in full swing of being stripped out. Now, I found out today that one of my Ukrainian customers paid money into Lloyd's Bank, and they wouldn't forward it on because it come from Ukraine and they hate Ukrainians. And do you know what they're doing? They're keeping the money for 90 days before they turn it back to him. And now we find out it's 90 working days. UK helping Ukraine. What a load of bollocks. Meanwhile, I'm on the humdrum crap, changing a tyre. Can I be asked to bloody well jack it up? No, I can't. Where's the digger? I'm not really sure about this mini digger. It's very, very mini. And I reckon a fit man with a shovel could do about as much as this. But there we go. What do I know? It will tip that mower nicely so I can get the wheel off. So there you go. It's not completely useless. I wonder if as I go past the lake, the bank will drift away and I'll flop in it. It'll be a nice day to do it, I tell you, if you're going to do it. It started with a kiss. There, what could be easier? Just give it a little shove. I'm doing this one-handed now, so... Whoops. Let's go forward a bit. There we go, that's the way to do it, using the digger. Gotta be easy. It's 2020 and it's only done about 1,000 hours, and we paid a lot of money for it, for this tiny little thing that's no better than a shovel. And I'm thinking best thing I can do is use it for everything, and then that way we'll get our money's worth out of it. I wouldn't say it was expensive for what it is, and I wouldn't say it's a bad one by any means, but I didn't need anything quite so new and quite so low hours and quite so splendiferous for what we do up here. But at the end of the day, you try buying a mini digger. Half the people are scammers. They just want to send half the money and then come and have a look at it at a yard they don't even own. We experienced a bit of that. Yeah, really hard thing to buy. So in the end, I just thought, bollocks. Just buy the first one I see, a load of money. Drop the window in a Humvee, you have to pull round black knob. Did I say that? Harder. Pull it harder. Come on, pull it harder. Oh, that's it. Well done. Now we're going off to drop off some casting to be welded, some tyres to be replaced, and then we're going to get a cross trainer. Ooh. Now she doesn't want a cross trainer, and she won't be very happy. But well, you know, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. That's it. Beggars can't be choosers. Right, the dog's under the front wheel. Let's see if we can run his head over. Hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Noisy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Humvee. I'm using lots of fuel, mate. So I'm helping to create global warming so we get lovely sunny days like this. So it's me that you can basically thank for a sunny afternoon. Hey? Alright, we get a little bit of, you know, tidal waves and forest fires, but you can't have everything, can you?
No, you can't.
dun, dun, dun. My favourite welding place in the world. It's all well, yeah! Now, there's a work here called Dan, who is the master of all welders. They make this stuff for sex shops. All these strange sort of aluminium-y, twisty things for bondage. Yeah, they've got some rare stuff in their cellar, I bet, in their own houses. Right, let's see what they're up to. Oh, that looks special, doesn't it? It's one of my dog's bowls for the dogs, that is. Yeah, I want to put a bottom in it so they can get more pedigree chumming. And we need to do something about this. This is looking a little bit ragged, isn't it? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to find a set of my tools in the back. Could you have a go at taking that off? You'll have to hold it from the other side and twiddly-diddly, widdly-dee. Right, let's go. Oh, we've got the boss on it now.
What's name will come after me?
No, that'll be right.
Putin will fucking shoot me out.
Your aluminium welding is better than the plastic padding we were going to use.
He'll fucking come and shoot me out of my aeroplane when I fucking fly.
Yeah. See you soon. Oh, it's a beauty. That's just right for you, that, isn't it, eh? Eh? Where are you, Curly? You'd like a bit of that, wouldn't you? Eh? If we could put wheels on it, you could make some kind of special walking machine. That'd be cool. Well, the trick is to get the cross trainer in to Kate's gym without her noticing. So it's a surprise when she goes in it later. Now, unfortunately, I've painted trees on the side of it and you can hardly see it. And we're lucky to find it, really. Lucky to find it. Did you find it okay? Yeah. Just? Yeah, I struggled the other day. Right, well, it didn't fall out. We could have used a ratchet strap, but it was free. That looks like Mike and Curly Boy's work putting that exhaust on. Very neat job. It needed some welding along the other side, so we welded a long strip on it, and we put another sheet of quite thick 3mm steel over the actual exhaust box, and that tidied that up nicely. Made a nice vehicle out of it. Beauty. An absolute beauty. Oh, look at that. Retrimmed seats. And an extra radiator. Is that the radiator off it?
No, that's another one.
And a red interior. Oh, blood red. That's what you need, isn't it?
That's the one.
Blood red. And a couple of strange boxes where the lids don't kind of fit. Yeah. Seat backs. You don't get many seat backs. Look at that, look. It's a beauty. Engine decks. I suppose they're in there. Are they in another one? Yeah, the piano board. So I'm going to have a little wander. Well, I'll open up. I'm still cleaning the orange, but how many times do you have to power wash a tank to get it nice? It's going to be up to snuff because they're fussy buggers. I tell you, they're fussy buggers. Grenada. They do like it nice, and they haven't used it lately, so it's got a lot of dirt on it, and I can't go too hard, otherwise it would take all the paint and transfers off. So it's bucket of water and a sponge in a lot of places because I just daren't hit the grenade stickers. He's Dylan, he's back, he's been ill for ages. Got AIDS. I had that, but you soon get rid of it. Yeah, hot shower, rub Vic on your dick, you're away. Right, so yesterday we went on a buying trip and I managed to buy 4 432s. Not the greatest condition, but that's life. And we got another Pinzagauer and we got a 439. So we're buying again. If there's anyone out there with military vehicles, and not just for Ukraine, just because I just miss buying. It's as simple as that. You see this stack over here? If anyone has got a 439, this is the entire interiors of 2 439s. And I've got 2 more 439s. We might be taking everything out of them. What a shame, all these fancy radios and all this electrical stuff, and it's all, really fancy stuff. And someone should be making radio ham or radio chicken. I don't care. One of them should be coming and finding me. Certainly double wrapped and very, very nicely packed. Pickering guns. Let's see what they're like. I'm a collector of BSA air rifles, and I lent out my Mark 7, which is probably the best one they made, and it somehow disappeared and got lost. So I've had to replace it, and the only one I could find...
Quite careless of you, wasn't it?
Eh?
Quite careless of you.
Well, I suppose in a way it was careless of me, but it was more careless of the person I lent it to. And I couldn't find a Mark 7 air sport anywhere in this country. And then eventually, using Tinternet, there was a company called Pickering Guns, and they had one, only one. And unfortunately, it's not likely to be quite as clean as the one I had. And mine had a walnut stock, and this is only beech, but it is a Mark 7, and they're stronger here. There's a piece across here. Now, he did warn me that there's a crack in it, and there is. There's a bloody crack going across it. And
Why did you buy it then?
Because only one in the country. The only one in the country I can find.
You sound so disappointed, but you knew it was coming with a crack.
Yeah, I know. There's a few marks on it around here and a few dents and bits and pieces. But at least it'll fill the gap on the wall, because I've had this gap on the wall for over a year. And I'm fed up of looking at the gap. And I won't shoot it much because I shoot pre-charged, but I don't know. If you're a collector, you're a collector, aren't you? And I've got some sights for it as well. So now I guess I've got to go and sight it in, which luckily I'm pretty good at. And this company also do thermal imagers. And yes, I think I might be buying myself a thermal imager, which would be quite cool for rats. So I can see this like blob and this red dot, you know, this red and green and yellow thing. Yeah, it's not in bad order. This was probably made in about 1990, so they're getting on with it now. But as far as the Springer, you probably wouldn't find a stronger Springer out there. And it feels pretty beefy on the spring. But you never fire an air rifle without a pellet in it. Luckily, they did the shipping free, and normally they'd have to send the air rifle to a gunsmith, and then you'd have to pick it up from the gunsmiths. But I actually have got an RFD. I sent him a picture of it. Now the RFD does actually say tanks only, but they must have not quite picked up on that bit, which was quite handy because it saved me 30 quid coming here, then 25 quid from a gunsmith.
You know when you open your mouth and you just don't shut up?
Wow, when you say 55 quid, you can't keep quiet about it, can you?
Thank God that I wasn't even filming this.
Are you kidding?
No, oh shit.
Well,
You're going to have to do it all over again.
You're kidding, I've got to wrap it up.
Yeah, are you joking?
You got me. You got me. They told me that the gun had been repaired, and when I look at it a bit more closely, that don't look like repaired to me, did you? Can you see a dirty great big crack in the front of it?
It looks like a ball sack.
So now I've got to strip the bloody thing and repair it.
Yeah.
It just gets worse, doesn't it? I will never lend an air rifle to anyone ever again. So if you're out there and you know me and you think, oh, Nick's got an air rifle to lend me, don't ask. Because a kick in the bollocks often offends.
Do you ever get the feeling that someone's always watching us?
I did. It's not funny. And what, even more fun, I've unwrapped the sight, which they recommended for the gun. It's got to go there because of the. I don't want to take the sight off. I wanted one that would have gone like that over the top of the sight. It just gets worse. It gets worse. It just gets worse. Don't lend anything to anyone. Because the more you lend someone something, the longer it takes, the more they think they own it.
What is it? Never a borrower or a lender bee?
Because a kick in the bollocks stings like a bee. I made the last bit up.
Yeah, I know.
I get all the good jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm now a seamstress. But there we go. I could have whacked a bit of black tape on it, but it wouldn't have been quite the same, would it?
No, this looks professional.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, did you hear the one about this woman who had very, very small breasts? And she was thinking of having, the job done. And her husband goes, well, why don't you just rub a little bit of toilet paper on them? And she goes, well, why will that make them bigger? He says, I don't know, but it worked for your arse. Not too shabby, and that's my mum's sewing basket. She'd be well chuffed to see me using it. Been dead a few years now. But yes, lights better turn me out to anything. So, these three I think are just about finished. And now it's full steam ahead on this 432, which isn't a bad old girl, but it hasn't got track pads, which could be a problem because I haven't really got track pads. But it's coming up well, and I know it's reliable. That's life. It's life, isn't it, eh, Biggie? It's life. Are we going for a walk?